Today I'm going to be talking about habits and how to use CBT to break the cycle and create habits that actually serve us. I'm going to be talking about habit loops, spotting triggers, challenging thoughts, replacing behavior, and building new loops. So let's get into it. Every habit has three parts: a trigger, a behavior, and a consequence. So firstly, the trigger. This is usually a situation or a feeling that starts the habit off. 2, the behavior. So what is the form that the habit itself takes? And 3, consequence. What is the outcome or the reward of the habit that reinforces it? CBT helps us shine a light on these things so that they stop being unconscious and we can start to develop choice about whether or not we want to repeat the cycle. CBT starts with awareness. So let's say my habit is stress eating after work. The trigger isn't hunger, it's stress. CBT invites me to pause and ask, what's happening in my mind and in my body just before I do this? By identifying the real trigger, I can start to create space when it happens, and in that space, change becomes possible. Here's the heart of CBT. My thoughts create my behaviors. So if my thought is, I need this snack in order to feel better, my behavior will follow. CBT teaches me to challenge that thought, to ask, is this true? What else could I do to feel better? And how might I feel after I do this? By challenging the automatic thought, I can start to weaken the grip of the habit. Now comes the practical part, building a new pattern. So instead of stress eat, I create stress walk, stress journal, or stress 3 deep breaths. CBT doesn't just say stop the habit, it says swap the habit. By giving my brain a new behavior to latch onto, the old one starts to lose its power. Finally, every new habit needs reinforcement. So every time I succeed, even in a small way, I celebrate it. I start to notice how I feel when I choose differently. The more I reinforce the new loop, the more natural it feels. This is how CBT transforms habits, step by step, loop by loop. And here's the takeaway. Habits aren't destiny, they're patterns, and patterns can be rewired. With CBT, I can move from unconscious habits to conscious choices, and that's where real freedom lies. Finally, this video is an educational tool and not medical advice. If you're struggling with your mental health, speaking to a qualified professional can help.